Okay, so we're going to start writing code for our player now. So the first thing I'd like to do is implement some controls for our player. We would like to be able to move our player to the left and to the right, and when it bounces into the platform, we would like it to stop. So in order to write code for the player, we are going to make a forever loop. So when we get to event, when clicked, and then control, forever. And this is the behavior that the block is going to implement. Excuse me. Now, we're going to implement a lot of things. We're going to implement moving to the left and right. We're going to be implementing gravity. We're going to have collision detection where we capture coins, that sort of thing. A lot of stuff. And we don't want to put it all in here. It's going to become unwieldy. So we're going to instead use a function. Now, remember that functions are used for two reasons. One is if you're going to call the code over and over, it's useful to use the function. The second is as a form of abstraction to make your code simpler. So let's do that. We're going to create a block, and we're going to call this block run controls. So run controls, and this is a function. So I can take this block here and put run controls in there, and then anything I implement in here is going to happen here. So the first thing we would like to do in run controls is we need to check. We say if something, then something. What's the something? Well, if we're pressing the left mouse arrow key, we want to move to the left. If we're pressing the right arrow, we want to move to the right. So actually, we're going to need two of these. And we're going to need two of these. And this is if we press the left arrow key. Down here, we're going to handle if we press the right arrow key. So what do we need to do if we press the left arrow key? We want to move on the x-axis to the left. So we're going to say change x by something and change x by something. So how much do we want to change x by? Well, it's not really clear. We might want to change the speed at which we move in the game. So let's create a variable to store that. I've already done that. But you can just click make a variable, and here's run speed. So let's change x by run speed, and then when we start the game, we want to set our run speed. So let's set the variable here, run speed. We'll start at 5. And then when we move to the right, we want to move negative run speed. So the easiest way to do that is with an operator. Something minus something. If we want negative run speed, we can simply say 0 minus run speed. So variable, get run speed. And now let's test it. So if I press the left arrow key, oops, I did it backwards. That's okay. Stop, run this again, press the right arrow key, good, left arrow key. Okay, but notice how it just runs right through our platform. Okay, so what do we need to do? Well, before we move, we need to determine, are we touching the platform? So if we're touching the platform, we don't want to move. So we need to make another if statement. And let's put that in here. And we need to ask ourselves, we have to ask ourselves, are we touching the platform? So sensing, touching, platform. Let's see if we can copy this, duplicate. No, wrong one, duplicate. Good. So we put one in here. We can delete this, put another one in here. Make sure it's inside the other if statement. So if we're touching the platform, well, we simply want to move the other direction. So actually what we want is this. Copy and paste is not that easy. I'm going to change x by that. And let's see if can we duplicate that? No, didn't work. All right. And so when we're touching the platform, so if we press right, we're going to move to the right, and then if we're touching the platform, we're just going to move right back. So let's run this. Oh, and we stop. Oh, and we stop. Okay, looks good.